Have you ever wondered why, despite spending the whole day carefully managing your nutrition and physical exercise, you still wake up the next morning feeling foggy-headed or forgetting small details? Most of us focus on feeding our bodies from morning till evening, but overlook a simple evening ritual, a seemingly minor practice that can determine how your brain functions when you wake up. If not properly prepared, your brain not only misses out on restful sleep, but also loses the chance to repair itself, organize memories, and eliminate toxins. Today, we are honored to welcome Dr. Shigeki Hinohara, Japan's oldest practicing physician with over 100 years of experience, who remains sharp and energetic and has been hailed as a national treasure. He is not only a living testament to the power of a scientific lifestyle combined with tradition, but also an inspiration for us to delve deeper into nurturing the brain during those final moments before sleep. According to Dr. Hinohara's perspective, the brain doesn't simply shut down when we close our eyes. On the contrary, it enters its most active phase, filtering the day's experiences, strengthening neural connections, and regenerating cells. However, this entire process depends on two key factors: safety signals and proper fuel. Without either, the brain switches into survival mode, merely trying to conserve minimal energy instead of performing restorative functions. The result? Groggy mornings, foggy minds, and gradually declining memory over time. In today's video, Dr. Hinohara will share a complete nighttime ritual from A to Z, from gentle activation to stimulate the nervous system, to choosing warm, easily digestible foods, and psychological relaxation habits that reduce cortisol, stabilize blood sugar, and put the brain into an optimal working mode. You'll be surprised to learn that just a small bowl of tofu miso soup, a few stretching exercises, and proper rhythmic breathing can improve deep sleep quality, enhance memory, and maintain mental clarity even at ages 70, 80, or 90. Before we explore the ritual in detail, please share in the comments. Have you ever tried any evening habits to nourish your brain? Leave your thoughts or questions, and don't forget to subscribe to the 360 Health Pulse channel to never miss unique health tips from top experts, helping you live healthy and sharp every day. As night falls and you close your eyes, the brain doesn't switch to rest mode. On the contrary, it begins a complex and crucial cycle more important than any daytime activity. Imagine the brain as a vast library. After a long day collaborating to categorize, record, and add new books, the information and experiences you've gathered, it needs a diligent team of librarians to reorganize the shelves, remove outdated volumes, and dust off the racks. This process is called memory consolidation, where important experiences are stored in long-term compartments, while unnecessary details are discarded to prevent overload. At the same time, the brain activates the glymphatic system, the cleanup crew that removes toxins produced during energy metabolism throughout the day, much like a car's radiator expels heat and waste from the engine. Without this step, excess substances like beta amyloid accumulate, leading to long-term neurological dysfunction. Finally, during deep sleep, the brain performs synaptic homeostasis, which involves pruning weak neural connections, strengthening important links, and even creating new bridges between cells. This process ensures the flexibility and sharpness of memory, as well as the learning capacity. So what happens when we starve the brain? That is, fail to provide enough fuel and safety signals through our evening habits? Consider sending the library staff to work at night, but turn off all the lights, lock the doors, and cut power to the lighting system, the parking lot for the librarians, and the cleaning equipment. The brain will go on strike. Instead of working diligently, it only tries to conserve minimal energy, like the last flickering flashlight in a warehouse. The result is waking up the next morning feeling foggy and unfocused, as if you had run a terrible race in your dreams. Over time, this lack of recovery accumulates, leading to noticeable symptoms: forgetting small details, where you left your keys, the name of a new acquaintance, prolonged mental fatigue despite adequate sleep, and even impaired decision-making ability. The brain becomes gradually damaged by the buildup of stress, making you rely on coffee or supplements without addressing the root cause. Therefore, ensuring the brain is properly fed and receives the right safety signals before sleep isn't just a small habit. It's the key to waking up each day mentally sharp and full of energy. To illustrate the concept of starving the brain and the effectiveness of a nighttime ritual, let's look at the case of Mr. Yamamoto, 74 years old, a former high school principal in Tokyo. Mr. Yamamoto was a disciplined man who strictly followed advice to cut calories after 6 p.m. to lose weight. But suddenly he began complaining of brain fog. Every morning, he woke up feeling mentally sluggish, forgetting his car keys, and even mixing up the names of former students. When he consulted Dr. Hinohara, the doctor quickly realized that the cause was not age or illness, but rather the brain being starved during its most critical time, before sleep. Dr. Hinohara recommended a simple 3-step nighttime ritual: gentle physical activity, enjoying a warm bowl of miso soup with soft tofu, and practicing deep breathing exercises combined with quickly writing down 3 things he was grateful for. Miraculously, after just 2 weeks of consistent practice, Mr. Yamamoto reported feeling noticeably more alert, with restored memory. His wife also noticed he was more present and engaged during family conversations. This is not just a personal story. Scientific research also supports the mechanism behind this effect. A study published in the journal Applied Psychology, Health, and Well-Being showed that a short meditation practice combined with gratitude journaling before sleep significantly reduced cortisol, the stress hormone, by an average of 25%, while increasing parasympathetic nervous system activity, which is responsible for rest and recovery. Participants reported feeling about 30% more relaxed and falling asleep easier compared to the control group. Additionally, a long-term survey at UC Davis found that people who kept a gratitude journal each night slept better, with an average increase of 15 minutes of deep sleep per night and fewer awakenings during the night. All these numbers demonstrate that the evening ritual is not merely a spiritual practice but truly affects the brain's biochemical mechanisms, creating an ideal environment for the glymphatic system to function effectively, remove toxins, and strengthen neural connections. When we nourish the brain with safety signals, light exercise to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, adequate nutrition to provide fuel, and a gratitude habit to send the message, you are safe, the brain is not forced into defense mode, but fully relaxes into repair mode. The result is not only deep sleep and a refreshed mind the next day, but also a sustainable process that helps delay cognitive decline with aging. Mr. Yamamoto's experience, along with these scientific findings, confirms that the nighttime ritual should never be underestimated, because when the brain is comprehensively cared for, even at ages 70, 80, or 90, mental clarity can still be maintained. After experiencing the clear difference between a foggy sleep and a full, restful night with Mr. Yamamoto, we now move to the crucial part of the nighttime ritual, for coordinated steps that truly activate your brain's recovery mode. Imagine each step as a character in a choir, working together to create a perfect symphony for the long night ahead. Are you ready? First, engage in gentle movement for 5 minutes to awaken the parasympathetic nervous system, the switch controlling the relaxation rhythm. Start with slow neck rotations to release tension in the shoulders and neck, common spots for daily stress buildup. Next, perform shoulder circles, 5 rotations on each side, as if drawing warm circles around your chest, stimulating blood flow to the brain. Finally, conclude this movement sequence by bending forward, relaxing your back, and taking deep breaths, as if bowing respectfully to the day past, preparing your brain to enter the operating room for the night. Once your body is warmed up, the second step is nourishment with a warm, easily digestible food, a small yet highly symbolic offering. Choose a bowl of diluted miso broth with soft tofu, as miso provides probiotics supporting gut health, and tofu supplies essential amino acids for neural regeneration. If you want a variation, a soft-boiled egg with a sunny yolk is also an excellent choice, providing gentle protein without stressing the stomach. For those who enjoy seafood flavors, a piece of steamed white fish with ginger not only warms the stomach, but is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, helping maintain healthy brain cell membranes. Just a small, warm, and clean portion is the indispensable fuel for the brain to start repair work immediately. The third step, when energy is metabolized and nutrients reach every cell, is to take a few minutes for psychological relaxation, sending safety signals to the emotional regulation center. Sit upright or recline slightly. Place your hands on your abdomen and begin deep rhythmic breathing. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Hold for 1 second. Then exhale for 6 seconds. Let your breath become gentle waves soothing the shores of your intellect. Then, take a small piece of paper or a journal and quickly write down 3 things you are grateful for that day, whether it's a loved one's smile, a warm bowl of miso, or a gentle sunset. Research shows that gratitude journaling before sleep not only reduces cortisol, but also activates the prefrontal cortex, enhancing deep sleep quality and memory consolidation. Finally, environmental support completes the ritual with small but impactful details. First, turn off electronic screens at least 30 minutes before bedtime to avoid blue light disrupting melatonin, the body's natural sleep hormone. Instead, turn on a soft yellow lamp or light a thin candle. Its flickering glow gently inviting the brain to gradually dim the day. You might choose to open a physical book, light poetry, or warm essays, letting your eyes drift over pages with a slow rhythm. The soft sound of printed words is like background music, guiding your mind into a peaceful state, detached from digital noise. When the 4 steps, gentle movement, nourishment, psychological relaxation, and supportive environment, are performed in the right order and with care, your brain no longer has to struggle to find safety signals. It confidently switches to recovery mode, optimally performing memory filtering, toxin elimination, and neural connection strengthening. Try this ritual tonight and feel the difference by tomorrow morning. If you find the ritual helpful, don't forget to share your experience and continue following the 360 Health Pulse, where we bring you health tips tailored for seniors, so every day is a rhythm of clarity and energy. After establishing a complete nighttime routine, including gentle movement, nourishing with warm food, psychological relaxation, and creating a supportive environment, you might wonder, does this ritual suit everyone? In reality, many seniors have expressed concerns that eating before bedtime may cause heartburn, indigestion, or even disrupt sleep. This is a common objection, and to address it, we need to tailor the ritual to fit individual constitutions. First, acknowledge that everyone's digestive system is like a factory with different tolerance levels. Some people feel comfortable with just a bowl of diluted miso, while others may experience bloating and burping due to salt content or sensitivity to fermented soy. If you often suffer from heartburn after eating tofu, the solution isn't to skip the nourishment step, but to reduce the portion and switch to a milder fermented product, such as a small spoonful of pure miso diluted in water or a spoonful of organic apple cider vinegar mixed with warm water. If you have a sensitive stomach, consider choosing other fermented foods with gentler probiotics. Natto, fermented soybeans, rich in Bacillus subtilis, may aid digestion better than miso for those prone to gas. If natto is still too strong, a few slices of salted apricot, umeboshi, can help balance stomach pH, stimulate enzymes, and reduce excess acid secretion. Some even add a few slices of fresh ginger to warm water before nourishment to ease bloating. Timing also plays a crucial role. Instead of eating immediately before turning off the lights, try to eat 60 to 90 minutes earlier to allow the stomach time to digest the light meal. Like gradually dimming a flashlight before leaving a library, your stomach needs to clean up leftovers before you close your eyes. This habit not only reduces heartburn, but also helps you enter a fully relaxed state without a digestive burden. If you have lactose intolerance or gluten sensitivity, choose suitable alternatives. For example, instead of soy or cow's milk, a cup of warm ginger tea with honey or unsweetened almond milk can provide gentle energy without triggering intolerance. Similarly, if eggs cause indigestion, switch to a spoonful of warm golden milk made with turmeric powder and black pepper, a mix that soothes the stomach and offers anti-inflammatory benefits. Also, don't underestimate the importance of small portions. A large late-night meal forces the stomach to overwork, causing the brain to remain in alert mode until digestion completes. Think of each small dish in the ritual as a gentle signal, enough for the brain to recognize you've been fueled, but not so much that it has to struggle with digestion. Finally, the most important message is that the nighttime ritual isn't a rigid formula, but a flexible guideline. Listen to your body and note changes. Do you experience heartburn, bloating, or sleep disruption? Adjust ingredients and timing accordingly. Once you master personalizing this ritual, your brain will receive accurate safety signals and confidently begin the optimal recovery process. After all the steps of movement, nourishment, relaxation, personal adjustment, we can draw a clear conclusion. The nighttime ritual is not a distant procedure, but the heart of the brain's recovery process. When you complete all 4 steps, your brain receives enough safety signals and proper fuel to enter its optimal working mode, filtering memories, removing toxins, and strengthening neural connections. No more mental fog, no more sluggish, tired mornings. Instead, you'll feel refreshed, alert, and full of energy for the new day. You can imagine the brain as a garden. If watered and fertilized properly every night, plants will sprout, leaves turn green, and flowers bloom on schedule. Conversely, if forgotten, the soil cracks, weeds grow wildly, and branches wither. The nighttime ritual is the final watering, each day, deciding the brain's vitality throughout the long journey of aging. It's not about indulging before sleep, but fine-tuning every small detail so the brain is both well-fed and not overloaded. The benefits go beyond improving sleep quality, deeper sleep, fewer awakenings, extending to memory, focus, and emotional stability. You'll find yourself less struggling to find keys, no longer forgetting old friends' names, and naturally, no longer needing that morning energy-boosting coffee. Moreover, the long-term neural recovery process will serve as a durable shield against cognitive decline in old age. However, the most important factor for this ritual to maximize its effect is flexibility and persistence. See it as a guide, not a rigid script. Monitor your body's responses, adjust portions, timing, and ingredients to fit your condition. When the ritual becomes a habit, an indispensable part of life, its healing power becomes truly sustainable. Rhythm, consistency, gentle strength. Healthy aging isn't about muscle power or training achievements, but about a steady rhythm, lifestyle consistency, and the strength of gentle yet meaningful actions, emphasized Dr. Shigeki Hinohara. His message is the guiding principle. Don't expect immediate results, but don't give up at the start either. Each night you perform the ritual, you're engraving a positive rhythm into your brain, leading it hand in hand with health and youthfulness. That gentle strength is not loud, but persistent and silent, building a solid foundation for your memory and spirit. Now, the final step in this journey is action. Start tonight. Try a small bowl of tofu miso, spend 5 minutes doing shoulder rotations, relax, and write down 3 things you are grateful for. Just a 20 to 30-minute ritual, but it can change the quality of your sleep and mind. Once you experience it, please share your feelings in the comments. How do you notice the difference, and what works best for your body? If you appreciate these tips, don't forget to subscribe to the 360 Health Pulse channel to stay updated with comprehensive healthcare methods tailored for seniors. Every interaction from you, a like, a comment, a share, helps spread the message about properly nurturing the brain, helping the community stay sharp and live fully every day.